Other lawsuits using cryptocurrencies may look to Judge Torres' ruling as a precedent. Numerous individuals are keeping tabs on the ongoing legal battle between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Right now, Judge Analyst Torres has handed out a very simple and direct ruling fining Ripple Labs $125 million, the original estimate from the Securities and Exchange Commission was $2 billion, so there has been a significant rise. The decision is expected to have repercussions on other ongoing endeavors and is consequential for the cryptocurrency industry. As we've seen, Ripple and the SEC are likely to see this as a partial victory for their cases. The SEC sought $876 million in interest from Ripple Labs, but the company was exempt from paying a dime. In addition, the corporation cannot offer or sell unregistered securities at this moment in accordance with Section 5 of the Securities Act of 1933. The decision rendered by Judge Torres is anticipated to apply to this matter regardless of whether the Securities and Exchange Commission were to win the action involving unregistered securities, but the results of the agency's Howey test on XRP were rejected by Judge Torres. XRP sales, they said, should not be subject to the Howey test because they engaged a third party and didn't entail profit pooling. This part of the verdict might turn out to be quite positive and set a solid precedent for future cases that use encryption. Bloomberg intelligence analyst Elliot Stein speculates that this case might help Coinbase in its ongoing legal battle with the SEC, which could have repercussions for other major cryptocurrency firms like Banco de España and Consens in future court actions. Regulators may learn something from Ripple's story about how to handle conflicts of interest in cryptocurrency secondary offerings and program transactions. Judge Torres' ruling is being closely watched by the whole cryptocurrency sector, which is waiting to see if Ripple or the Securities and Exchange Commission decide to appeal. This is based on remarks made by Ripple Labs chief executive Officer Brad Garlinghouse and Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alder-Rohde. The company has stated their satisfaction with the decision and its intention to refrain from filing an appeal in the near future. Experts in the field of law predict that the Securities and Exchange Commission will have the right to appeal last year's summary ruling. Ripple will have a good chance of keeping selling XRP if it files a registration statement. As a result, the firm appears to be doing well because of the favorable verdict. Ripple can keep doing business as usual while still meeting all of the necessary regulatory requirements. Nevertheless, an appeal by the Securities and Exchange Commission is still possible. This would prolong the legal processes and increase Bitcoin market volatility. If so, they have the opportunity to challenge the judge's understanding of the Howey test and its application to XRP. The outcome of this appeal could influence future crypto concerns and the processes utilized for regulation if it is successful. Considering Ripple's track record, the decision would likely shake up the Bitcoin industry. Armstrong is alleged to have stated that the objective of the legal dispute with the SEC was to establish regulations for XRP in order to facilitate its eventual integration into the international financial system. It is BitBoy Crypto that provides this data. According to BitBoy Crypto, XRP has supposedly gained legitimacy and acceptance from financial institutions because to the court dispute. Ben Armstrong asserts that the 3-year battle was orchestrated with the intention of controlling XRP, the first cryptocurrency. This news was made barely 1 week after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission ordered that Ripple pay $125 million to rectify securities, law, and institutional sales of XRP. The comments were made by BitBoy Crypto during his visit. The CC may decide to appeal the court's decision, which would cause the XRP case to be delayed. The reason for this is that XRP, a cryptocurrency, was the clear victor in this battle. It is rather impressive that BitBoy Crypto has made the effort to voice his opinion. According to him, the event never really happened, and the outcome was always meant to give him control over XRP. More than that, he stressed that allegations and instances in the spotlight may not always have any substance. Rumor has it that BitBoy Crypto and the other side in the lawsuit were working together to legitimize XRP and establish it as a major player in the global financial industry. This was the rationale behind the lawsuit. Ripple seriously couldn't have anticipated this. By now, you should have established rules and everything should be functioning as it should. Next, he elaborated on how Ripple's upper management must constantly project an image of smooth operations since the long-running lawsuit against the CC is nearing its end. The recent court settlement has prompted experts to forecast that the price of XRP will likely reach new all-time highs, as well as a large portion of the market's hopeful outlook on XRP's future. Among the many important concerns raised by BitBoy Crypto in their presentation was the necessity of regulation, as mentioned in the CNF article. There were other issues being addressed, and this was only one of them. Furthermore, BitBoy stated that the government views XRP differently than Bitcoin and Ethereum, who are viewed as commodities. Additionally, he noted that the legitimacy of XRP was solidified during the legal dispute, allowing financial institutions such as banks to embrace it. In addition, he pointed out that the entire court battle gave the impression that XRP was being closely monitored, which suggested that cryptocurrencies would exert a greater impact on the financial system following the settlement of the SEC case. The resolution of the SEC litigation provided an explanation for this. In spite of Ripple's ongoing problems with regulatory oversight, the intriguing Ripple test is centered on the toilet, which could cause legal disputes down the road. Despite everything, BitBoy thinks it's commendable that XRP is still among the top 10. Now that the fog has lifted, he sees XRP's potential much more clearly. As Ripple continues its legal struggle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, XRP is showing signs of a cautiously bullish trend. As the company strives to provide cutting-edge financial technology solutions, further probes into coin might hurt its market strategy. The Ripple stable currency will be tested by Ripple on August 9, 2024. Despite Ripple's substantial wins in its legal battle with the SEC, the most recent order by Judge Annalisa Torres prohibits the SEC from utilizing us. Strict regulatory oversight of the business continues. Ripple gets itself into a sticky predicament while trying to secure the ruler's steady currency. The sale of XRP will be prohibited in the future, and the company is currently under investigation for possible future violations. The fact that Ripple has been inactive since the lawsuit was launched in late 2020 is one explanation for this. The reality that cryptocurrency is seemingly exempt from U.S. securities legislation, and the astronomical price tag of defense and fines. Mustache thinks Ripple has succeeded if, instead of ruining your investment by spending years in court, having it delisted from exchanges or constantly battling regulators and paying heavy penalties, the bigger picture is that Ripple has succeeded. You shouldn't put all your eggs in this basket because the CSE's stance as a government agency makes the already dire situation of unregistered crypto assets even worse. There might be future legal complications if you decide to fight certain parts of the case. On the other hand, before you put down any cash, you should consult experts and conduct your own study.